final round. The wind picks up. But for now, Kevin Worth can fish his special spot in the open water of Lake Moultrie. The bass are still holding in the 10-foot deep ditch located off the channel. Kevin votes a keeper and marks the spot by kicking a buoy into the water. To find the ditch quickly, Kevin is using a global positioning system called GPS for short. The marine instrument by Eagle Electronics uses signals transmitted by U.S. Department of Defense satellites to plot navigational information. The GPS system is typically accurate within 15 meters. An old-fashioned buoy marker is dropped by Kevin as a quick reference when he gets a strike.
If this wind can stay like it is, you know, I'm going to try to keep fishing this drop here with this ditch. It's not really allowing me to, the way it's changed directions from yesterday, but so it's not really allowing me to fish it real correct. But it's, you know, at least it's allowing me to fish it, and I'm still getting a few bites off of it.
The wind and Jay Ellis are the biggest threats to Kevin Worth's victory hopes.
Jay is probably the one to beat today. If his fish bite, he's fishing back the creek, so. He's in there where it's a little protected and he can fish. This stuff's a little more correct.
Look out. The reason I do that to land fish is because I want to tire them out to the point that when I go to lip them, they don't have enough energy to shake their head and throw the lure. If you'll walk them around the boat enough times, they just get exhausted and they come to the top of the water and they just lay there and you can grab them. Usually when you lose a fish is when you try to horse them to the boat and you try to lip them too fast and they got enough strength left to shake their head. He's about ready. All right. Man, he was hooked good. About a 5-pounder.
Jay Ellis is working the back end of a creek, a favorite pattern for fall bass.
I caught that big stringer yesterday on a spinnerbait, Stanley Vibra-Shaft spinnerbait, fishing a 3/4 ounce spinnerbait with a tandem wedge willow leaves. And I'm getting a few on just a slow roll retrieve. Most of the fish I'm catching I'll make contact with the grass and then I'll just kind of rip it free like that and let it flutter down, and they're hitting it on the fall.
The final weigh-in. And what a sport fishing facility the South Carolina Wildlife Department and the Clarendon County folks have built on Lake Marion. The 11-acre site named for Senator John C. Land III has it all for tournament weigh-ins. The state's largest boating and fishing facility opened in 1994. And as Kevin Worth predicted, Jay Ellis may be the angler to beat. Ellis, the leading pro on the Bassmaster Eastern Division Tour, moves in front with an 11-pound, 6-ounce bag today and a 3-day total of 35 pounds, 8 ounces. But don't count Jimmy Nolan out. He's on the lead for 2 days.
Look at it. Let's see it. Here it is. 7 pounds and 10 ounces. Can you believe it? Jimmy Nolan has taken the lead by 1 ounce.
Kevin Worth needs 8 pounds, 15 ounces to win it all.
Oh, he's got it and then some. 13 pounds, 2 ounces. That's your new leader, Kevin Worth, right here. What's it feel like right now, Kevin?
Feels great, I'll tell you.
Is this your biggest moment in pro bass fishing right now?
By far. I've rode, I used to be a jockey, and I rode in the Kentucky Derby in '81. And even when I was a kid, I was dreaming, and watched all these guys, Larry Nixons and Rick Cluns, and just grew up admiring them, and now it's come true.
All right, bud, I hope it holds on. It'll be a great story. Let's give him a great hand. Kevin Worth. All right.
Good job.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Right now, it's time for the Pros Pointer, the how-to section of the Bassmasters. Brought to you by Wrangler. Real, comfortable jeans.
This is something I like to do when I'm out on the water, and instead of buying in big bulks, you know, different colors and everything, I keep one solid color, and when I want to dye it out on the water, and instead of them fading into each other, I can do it with this big mouth jar here that's got color right. I can dip it in, take it out, and it's ready to go. And I think this made the difference in me winning this tournament.
Kevin Worth, the champion of the South Carolina Invitational, and what a comeback. He made quite a stretch run to finally win the Roses, a true champion's performance. Next week, our Bassmasters cameras take you to Lake